Hello everyone, you are welcome to today's class. So in this class, we want to look at measure of central tendency, and that is we want to look at what is the meaning of mean, median, and mode. So in this video, we're going to go into details of mean, median, and mode. So let's look at the objectives for this class. Now for this class, so we're going to define the meaning of mean, median, and mode. Then we also learn how to calculate the three of them, mean, median, and mode of what the data set. So that is that on this video. So let's look at this. Let's start with this. So if you look at what we have on the screen here, so instead we have scores of students in some tests or some tasks, as you can see. Now, if you look at the first students that we have there. If you look at it, you notice that this student that is Miriam has the following scores. Right. So how do we relate with this data? So that is what this topic is all about. So we want to compare the scores of each of them together. We want to compare their scores, and we also want to compare their scores in various subjects or in various tests. For example, now the average test for Mariam, she has written about 6 tests, and on average, she scored 31%. So that means, what does that mean? Then, if you look at this, how many times you can see that she scored 50 twice throughout the term. Then, if you look at the second person, however, so our average score there is what 76, as you can see, and she scored 90 twice. She scored 80 twice. You understand? So you can see the average score is quite different. But if you as well, you can as well look at, okay, let's look at the scores of all the students in a particular test, just like this, and we can as well find the average of this one. That okay, in this particular uh, test. So what is the average score of students, and who scored the highest? How many people scored the most, or which scores appear the most? So those are the things I want to look at in this video. So let's look at the first aspect of it, and that is going to be mean. So let's look at mean. So what is mean? When we talk about mean of a data set, it simply means average. So which means they can use the word interchangeably. Is that you call it average, or you call it what mean? In statistics, it's a way to find the middle ground of all the numbers by adding them all up and then dividing them by the number of numbers you have. So we'll look at examples. Just like we have here, if you add if you had the scores you have there for this particular child, Mariam here, if you add the scores together, you have five scores. We add all of them together and divide them by 6, because we have how many subjects? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Add all of them together and divide it by 6. This is what you're going to get. The same thing with another student. The same thing and so on and so forth like that. So that is what refers to as mean. So that is why we said that in statistics it's a way to find the middle ground of all numbers by adding them all. You add all of them, divide them all, and then dividing them by what? The number of numbers you have there. So it's one of the most common ways to summarize uh, a bunch of data points into a single value. So just like I explained here in the previous slide here. So if you want to check what is the average score of Mariam, that is on average, she scored 31 per each of the tests, while Hawa scored 76 per each of the tests. That's what it means. And so on and so forth like that. So that's what refers to as mean. So let's now look at how do we calculate it. You understand? So knowing it is quite different from knowing how to calculate it. So let's see how we calculate it. So under the formula for mean, so when I ask to find mean or average of set of numbers, so you sum of all the numbers, add all the numbers together, then you divide it by the what? The number of numbers. That's how many numbers you have there. So let's look at this example. Find the average of these numbers. So we have 5, we have 8, we have 3. So there are how many numbers there? There are 5 numbers. So which means to get the mean, so the mean of this would then be equals to 5 plus 8 plus 3 plus 7 plus 9 divided by how many are the numbers? 5. So we add them together. So 5 plus 8, that is 13. 13 plus 3, 16. 16 plus 7, 23. 23 plus 9, that is 32. So let's add it because I will not make mistake. This is 11. 5 plus 8, sorry, is 13, 16, 23, then 32. So 5 in 32, 5 in 30 is 6 points. So it only remains 2. Add 0 to 2. 5 in 20, that is 4. So which means the average score, the average of this set of numbers is what? 6.4. 6.4. I hope this is clear. It's 6.4. So that is that on that one. So let's move to the next one that we have there. So we have median. When we talk about median, we are talking about the number or the item or the data or the yes, that is at the middle when all the set of data are arranged in ascending or descending order, or arranged in order of magnitude, either from the smallest to the biggest, or from the biggest to the what? To the smallest. So that's what we refer to as median. Median is the middle number. So that's the reason why you have to be very careful when you ask to find median of a number. So when you are given, the number will not be well arranged. The number will not be well arranged. As you can see, you have 12, 10. So you must rearrange it first before you find out the middle number. So to do this one, let's rearrange. The smallest number we have here is 10. So we write 10 first, then followed by 11, followed by 12, followed, the first number should be 8. 8 is the smallest number, followed by 15. So after arranging it, you now look for which number is at the middle. Since we have 5 numbers, so we count 2 here, we also count what? 2 here. So the number we have at the middle is what? Is 11. So which means the median of this set is equal to what? 11. I hope this is clear. But if you fail to rearrange it, look at it, what we're going to have. We have 12, 10, 15, 8, 11. So the first two number is this. The second two number is, so what number we have at the middle is 15. Consider you're going to get this different answer. It's very rare that you will not rearrange and you get the same answer when you rearrange it. I hope that is clear. But in a situation whereby the number is not odd, that is, the set of numbers that we have there is not odd. Like for example, you have 2, 6, 8, 3, 4, 1. So you have this set of numbers and you want to find the median of this number. So you notice that how many numbers do we have there? We have 6 of them. So let's rearrange. So we're going to have 1. So we're going to have 2. We have 3. Then we have 4. We have 6. Then we have 8. So if you rearrange it, this is the rearrangement. We have rearranged it. So the next is now to pick the middle number. So what you're going to do is this. So if you count 3 here, count 3 here. We don't have any number at the middle. So what we are going to do, we pick the 2 middle numbers. So when you pick the 2 middle numbers, which is 3 and 4. So the median will then be 3, 3. The median will then be 3 plus 4 divided by 2. That is 7 divided by 2, which will give us a 3.45. So that means the median of this set of numbers is 3.5. I hope that is very clear. So that is a situation whereby the numbers, the items, the number of numbers we have there is even. So that's how you're going to calculate it. So let's move to the next one that we have there, and that is mode. When we talk about mode, mode is the most frequent number or the most frequent value in the set of data. So that is which number appears most. You know, there are some that will appear like 2, 3 times, 4 times. So the one that appears most, that has the highest frequency, is what we refer to as what mode. So in the case of this example that we have there, so let's say we find the mode of the following scores. We have 12, we have 13, 15, 18, 11, 12, 12, and 5. Now if you look at this, how many times does 12 appears? 12 appears, let's count 1, 2, 3. It appears 3 times. While 10 appears once, 15 appears once, 8 appears once, then 11 appears once. So you can say others appears 1, 1. It's only 12 that appears for 3 times. I hope I'm making sense. So there's only 12 that appears, which is this, that appears here, here, and here. So in that case, the mode of this data, is equal to what is 12. Because it appears 3 times, and that is the only number that appears 3 times. Others appears once. Exactly. So in some another I think you need to take note of it. Sometimes you have uh, some numbers or 2 or more numbers, or at least 2 numbers that appears. They have the same frequency. It appears the same number of times. Let's look at this example. We have 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 2. Uh, Now, if you look at this, 2 appears how many times? 2 appears how many times? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. It appears 4 times. Then 1 as well appears how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's start with 1. 1 also appears 4 times. 1 appears 4 times. 2 appears 4 times as well. Then, okay. Let's have it here. There's that place in the show. So we have 1, 1, uh, 1 appears 4 times. 2 appear 4 times. Then 3 appears once. Then 4 appears. 4 appears how many times then? 4 appears 2 times. So the 2 numbers that appears 4 times has the highest frequency, that they appear most, right? So in that case, which means that 2 numbers are the most. So in this case, the answer is 1 and 2. So the mode of this is what? Is equal to 1 and what? 2. That's how you're going to write it. The mode of this set of data is what? 1 and 2. And this type of mode is what we call bimodal. 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 You know the bi, when you use bi means 2. Alright? So that is that on this. So move to let's now look at, we have more questions. Let's look at more questions on the mean, median, and mode. So you see this mean, median, and mode that we just introduced is just the beginning of it. So we are not going to go into a complex one. So that will be in the later, in some other videos. I'm going to talk about mean, median, and mode of frequency distribution. We also look at mean, median, and mode of group distribution. You understand? So there are different ways of finding out that those ones. So for the purpose of this one, we only limit ourselves to this. All right. So we also look at mean, median, and mode of frequency table. All right. So that is what we are going to look at here. Also, but before we end this video, let's look at these examples. I have two more examples that I want to show you. So the first one is this. So the table below shows the daily high temperature and Celsius degree for a week in a coastal town. So calculate the mean, median, and mode. So this is supposed to be mode, mean, median, and mode, mean, median, and mode of the what of the temperature. So that is what we want to look at. But if you look at this is not a frequency table. You understand? So don't take this for the frequency. This is not frequency table. So this is quite different from frequency table. So it's just a table that shows the days and what the temperatures. So on Monday, temperature was 25, Tuesday 23, and so on and so forth. So you want to calculate the mean of this. So what are you going to do? So let me close this with that. I can use this page to work out the answers. So good. All right. So what we're going to have here to calculate the mean. To calculate the mean. So the mean. So is the addition of everything we have here. That is 25 plus 23 plus 28 plus 25, 23, 28, 27 plus 22 plus 24 plus 26. Then we divide everything by 7 because we have 7 there. So let's add all this together. 25 plus 23 plus 28 plus 27 plus 22 plus 24 plus 26. So this gives 175. 25, 23, 28, 27, 23, 24, 26. So that is equals to 175. 175 divided by 7. So we now divide this by 7. So this gives us 25. So the mean is what? Is 25. The mean is what? 25. I hope this is clear. So that is that on this one. Then what about the median? To calculate the median, we have to rearrange. So which number is the smallest number here? 22, followed by 23, followed by 23, followed by 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So we have rearranged this. So we now pick the middle number. So which one will be the middle number? We count 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Let's start with. Let's count 3 from back here. 1, 2, 3. Let's start with. So we have what? 25. So median is equal to what? Median is equal to what? 25. But if we did not arrange this, if you count 3 here, you count another 3 here, what you are going to find at the middle is 27. And that will be wrong. So this is the answer. I hope this is very clear. So, okay, that's good. So let's look at one more example before we end this video. So let's look at one more example. I hope you are getting this right. So we have this example here. So the example says that the mean score of students in the mathematics test is 15. So if the student scores are as follows, so which means we have 5 students in this. So 12, 11, 18, x, and 16. Find the value of x. So here we have been given the mean score to be 16, which means addition of everything here. When we had everything together here, we had everything together. So we're going to have what? We add everything. So that will be 12 mean, which is 12 plus 11 plus 18 plus x plus 16 divided by 5. So there are 5 in there. Equals to what? 15. So the question now is find the value of x. How do we find the value of x here? It's very, very simple. So what are we going to do? Let's add all these ones together and see what we're going to have. That will be 11, that is 12 plus 11 plus 18 plus 16. So that's 57 plus x. So that's going to give us 57. So this will give us 57 plus x divided by 5 equals to 15. So what we're going to do, we'll cross multiply. So that means we're saying that, so we're going to have this to be, let's do it here. So that's going to be 57 plus x is equal to 5 times 15, and 5 times 15 is equal to 75. So this is equal to 75. 57 plus x. Alright, so what are we going to do next now? So we collect like terms, right? Good. So that's for x will then be equal to 75 minus what? 57. So therefore x, the value of x will then be minus 57. So that gives us 18. So which means the value of x is what? 18. So I hope this is very clear. Okay, that's good. So that's how to find this. It's possible you'll be given this kind of question in exam. So this is how you're going to solve it. So in next video, when you get another class, but for the purpose of this class, this is how we're going to start. So we look at frequency distribution. Then when you get to another class, in your senior class, you look at group data, group frequency distribution, and so on and so forth. So on how to calculate mean, median, and mode. So this all refers to as uh, measure of central tendency. That's statistics. So this is where we're going to stop, and we're going to meet in the next video. Thank you for your time. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and make sure you turn on the notification bell. So anytime I produce video like this, you'll be the first to have access to this. I'm going to meet in the next video. Bye.